The following opinions are solely those of Boattest.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for Boattest.com, and today we're going to do a test and review of a performance bow rider that adds a distinct level of class and comfort to the mix. It's the Chaparral 307 SSX. Let's start with a look at the operational details. When coming aboard, the battery switches under the seat need to be turned on. The battery is located under the seat opposite with a drain keeping water away. Then a switch at the helm brings up the electrically actuated engine hatch for the daily checks. Our test boat was fitted with a pair of Volvo Penta V8 300s, but options include single engines between 380 and 430 horsepower, or twins between 220 and 300 horsepower. Chaparral created a roomy installation with this compartment with a work platform at the forward bulkhead. The automatic discharge fire extinguisher is standard. We had the optional quick and quiet through-hull exhaust on our test boat. Moving forward, the ground tackle is handled by a Lumar windlass, and Chaparral added a cleat under the hatch for securing the road, and dedicated storage for the manual winch tool. The right side of the compartment is open to manage any tangles that may occur. The controls are on the foredeck. Logo cast pull-up cleats are to either side of the bow. Moving to the helm, Chaparral went with a soft-touch basket weave pattern dash that's easy on the eyes for both looks and reduction of glare. Black face gauges with chrome bezels and anti-fog lenses flank an optional Garmin 741XS mounted in a finished wood frame. All rocker switches are mounted to a chrome faceplate, and the fuel gauge has a prominent location. Twin EVC displays are just below. To the right is the optional stern drive joystick, just ahead of the digital engine controls with its host of optional features. I really get a kick out of the steering wheel with its floating logo in the center. We started our operational test by utilizing the Volvo Penta stern drive joystick system. The Chaparral 307 SSX has a length overall of 30 feet 6 inches, a beam of 9 feet 6 inches, and a draft of 31 inches. With an empty weight of 9,200 pounds, 100 gallons of fuel, and 3 people on board, we had an estimated test weight of 10,405 pounds. With a pair of Volvo Penta V8 300s turning dual prop outdrives with F6 propellers, we reached a top speed at 4980 RPM of 52.2 miles per hour. At that speed, we were burning 45 gallons per hour, giving us a range of 131 miles. Best cruise came in at 3,000 RPM and 29.6 miles per hour. That speed reduced the fuel burn to 17.5 gallons per hour, which the 307 could keep up for 190 miles and 6 hours and 24 minutes while still maintaining a 10% reserve. We had a time to plane of 4.2 seconds, accelerated through 20 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds, and continued through 30 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds. In the chop, she presented a surprisingly dry ride regardless of the angle the waves were coming from. She tracked straight and true as hands were removed from the steering wheel. There was never a feel of pounding, just a smooth, stable ride through the chop. That says a lot for Chaparral's hull design and confirms my attitude that these boats have come a long way through the design phase. During high-performance turns, she exhibited a bit of a chine walk as she came around, but to be fair, this didn't happen during normal turns. It just through our high-performance type of turns that people rarely do in the real world. Upon acceleration, she presents a minimal 8.5-degree bow rise with no loss of visibility to the horizon. She rolls 10 degrees into the turns, and when taking power off, she settles back into the water stern first. And coming back into the dock, the Volvo Penta stern drive joystick made easy work of crosswinds or cross currents. Now back at the dock, we can have some company aboard, so let's take a look at where we'll entertain them. The full-beam swim platform comes out 2 feet 5 inches. There's a grab handle across the back of the platform for swimmers to hang on to. Pull-up cleats are to both sides, eliminating a tripping hazard when not in use. Chaparral went with a 4-step reboarding ladder. The faux teak decking is optional and color matched to the interior. The aft-facing seat is a great place to relax when the 307 isn't under power and easily converts to a sun pad, and a stereo remote is conveniently located. Stepping into the cockpit, we see more of the comfort level that we've come to expect from Chaparral, with opposing seating making a comfortable gathering area. Wraparound seating to port is opposite a double bench seat to starboard. This wet bar is offered as an option in lieu of the standard starboard seating, and it's a good choice. It includes a 12-volt power supply, a sink with a pull-out sprayer recessed into the solid surface countertop, a stainless grab handle, and a 25-quart cooler in a dedicated storage. A cockpit refrigerator can also be added here. The observer seat is wide with a wraparound back and open lumbar area. Extra padding and a flip-up bolster add to the comfort. The captain gets the same seat with the addition of a slider release located to the side. Moving to the bow, the walk-through windshield has interconnected latches. The bow seating offers more than enough room to stretch my legs out, and there's another stereo remote tucked under the padded bolster. And above it all, the Sport Arch is custom painted aluminum with a bimini for sun protection, and LED tricolor lighting for nighttime use, all standard. And of course, if anyone needs to use the facilities, there's a standard head and chaparral cut right to the high end of the spectrum with a vacuum flush toilet with china bowl, stainless sink with pull-out faucet, mirrored storage cabinet, light, power vent, wood flooring, and an opening port light, all standard. Storage is under the seats as usual, but the cockpit index storage has a neat little trick. A drawer pulls out from the side, creating storage within storage. Clever use of space. More storage is behind the air dam at the helm console, under the seats at the bow, and a second index storage compartment is between the bow seats. At the end of the day, with a fully lined cockpit, washdowns are easy with the water running over the side through the cockpit drains. I'd leave the optional snapping carpet off the invoice for my boat. Clearly, Chaparral pulled out all the stops with this 307 SSX. She's a premium build, and as such, a lot of her upscale features are included as standard equipment. And that's my full review of the 307 SSX from Chaparral. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.